Evening and welcome to the Hoosier Adventure YouTube channel. If this is your first time joining us, welcome. We graciously appreciate you stopping in to watch the video. And if you're a subscriber or a return viewer, we really super appreciate you guys wholeheartedly. All right, tonight's video is all about a subscriber that reached out to me and wanted to do some testing with the grub bug. Now the color scheme, and I'll put a picture of what the subscriber sent me up, and as you can see, it's a very lemon green body with a very light tone purple tail. Now, you know, the green, because we control the body colors and stuff, isn't that hard to hit, okay? But when it comes to that light tone, one of the things I figured out right away, and I let him know, is that marabou is very dense, and you know, the purple that I have is very, very dark. Okay, so I switched it up just a little bit. Okay, I actually kind of went off of the mini grub, and I used neck hackle for the tail on this. Now, I think it's going to work fine. One of the things that I will tell you, so if you're testing these, okay, you can see that this body right here goes well past that hook curve right here. Okay, hopefully you guys can see this okay. All right, so all depending on the size of what size jig head you're using, you may want to trim this headpiece back. And how you know exactly how much you need is you count the rings back here. Well, the GoPro shot off, but we got it back on. All right, so how you know how far back you need to be, and you want that hook right here, that hook curve right back here on this last rib is where you want it to come. The strike's gonna come from this zone, this small zone right here, okay? So you'll count them back, and so right where this one is, we have 1 and 2. So basically we're going to take and we're going to trim 1 and 2 of these here off, and that will allow this bait to move forward on our jig head, push the hook point back here directly underneath the tail, okay? So if you're getting these from me, I'm leaving these bodies whole because this is a 1/32 ounce, okay? And hooks and jig heads have different size hooks in them, okay? So one of the things that you just want to do is make sure that you're sizing the bait to that proper hook. So say this was on a 1/16 scale, you know, we would probably only be trimming 1 of these off, okay? Now, when you do that, okay, I have glued the front of these feathers in. Okay, so when you trim this, cut that off, you want to take a little drop of glue and you want to put it right back on there. Okay, now these are glued both in the front and the back, but to make sure that the jig stays intact, you want to put another little drop right there. Okay, all right. So now we're going to get on with assembling these. So our subscriber is Larry in Alabama. And so a huge shout out to you, Larry. We're going to get Larry's baits all done up for him here and get them to Alabama so he can get these tested out on some of those Alabama crappie and bluegill, and hopefully catches a bunch of them. All right, all of you have watched me assemble, or if you haven't, go back and watch the video on the grub bug, but we're going to assemble it exactly the same way, okay? So basically what we want to do is we want to put your glasses on first, Jim, and don't wreck everybody's ear with the microphone there. There we go. All right, So we want to start from the rear. This is where our tail's going to be, and we want to find dead center, or as close to it on that grub body. And then we want to push that through and try to keep it as centered as we possibly can. You can use a needle to do this, okay? That'll work fine. And basically I'm just going to work this back and forth just a little bit, and it just creates a void in that body so that this bobbing threader will slide through there quite easily. There we go. Now, when I'm measuring the bait or the tail, I have to take into consideration the entire length of this bait, because we need to make sure that we get it secured not only in the back but also in the front, okay? So I'm looking at a length, and I don't want it much more, I don't want that tail much more out than probably about 1/8 of an inch, okay? And then I'm going to take that hackle neck, and then what I like to do with the hackle neck on these baits is kind of just trim, pull them little first hairs off just a little bit. And then we're going to lock this into the bobbin threader. Now we're going to slide that bait right up on there. Okay. Now when you cut this, at first what you want to do is you want to cut this up here as close to that bobbin as you possibly can. So hopefully you can see that. Because the idea now is that we're going to put a little drop of blue, Loctite. And again, this is why I use a Loctite gel. It's not as messy as a lot of your other glues. Okay. Now what I want to do is I want to give just a slight push back. Okay. And then we're going to trim that off. That's why it's important that if you do trim this, okay, that you're putting that little spot of glue back on it. And then I'm going to do the same thing right back here. Okay. So there's our first one. Now, if you request any of these grub bodies from me, there's going to be a small tip on these from the molding. And what you want to do is you just want to clip that little tip off of there. Try to keep it as flush as you possibly can. And then we're going to run our needle, again, as close to center as we possibly can. Now I will say, so far the test that's been done on these right now, these baits are working phenomenally well, okay? And if you do get it a little long, you can continue to pull it through till you get it set right where you want. But if it's too short, yeah, you kind of screwed yourself just a little bit. So don't be afraid to give yourself just plenty of room there on the end. Now I want the tail to be on the end where that little nipple was that we trimmed off. Yeah. A little piece of plastic on that one. There we go. Now, these grub bugs and the mini grubs and stuff, there's so many different ways you can fish these. You know, if you've got a day where there's a good breeze on the lake or whatever, and it's gotten a little choppy or whatever, honestly, I think these grub bugs will fish extremely well under a slip bobber. Okay, it's going to have a very natural presentation in the water, or at least from everything that I'm seeing so far. I'm going to fit a little tighter. Now, guys, if you're testing baits for us, we graciously appreciate it. The feedback is super helpful because, if we have to tweak baits, we want to make sure that we're getting that information out to everybody. So, that's important to me because I enjoy designing these and building these jigs. It's a true passion of mine. All right, Larry. I wish you good luck with this. Hopefully this color scheme, this particular grub bug is going to work well. Please let us know because, this is a huge change from, using the marabou as a tail. I have not sent any of these out so far with the neck hackle. Now I have with the mini grubs, but that's a different size bait. So this may not be enough tail. I don't know, but it's worth a try. And it's a real pleasure having you do the testing for us. And just know that we graciously appreciate it. So we will get these baits out to you. And hopefully you have a good time with them and stuff. You catch a lot of crappie and bluegill and red ear and truly enjoy yourself. That's what I've got tonight, guys. A little short video, but it's something that I feel like is important as you folks are contacting me to set up and test some of our baits and jigs and stuff. So again, we graciously appreciate it. I graciously appreciate it. So again, enjoy, and we'll see you on the next video. And always remember, please be kind. Good night, everybody. you.